The Star Mazda Series is brought to you by Mazda.
Moses Smith, meantime, nearly won the championship a year ago. He was second by a point. He's back this year. The seventh row, there's Moses Smith. Didn't qualify well.
Rick, Moses certainly didn't have the qualifying session that he wanted, but all week long in practice he'd been quick. And he's one of these guys that I think during the race we're going to see coming back up towards the front and challenging for the lead at some point during the race.
He will be a driver to watch. A glimpse there of Moses Smith in the 76. Same car number, different team this year, but he's up to 10th spot already after qualifying only 13th. Moses Smith in that yellow and red 76 has come from 13th to 7th as we work on lap 5. Just 4 laps into the books here at Sebring. And Moses Smith on the charge. He is now up to 5th, and he's rattling the cage of John Olson, who rides 4th in that blue and white 31.
You know, and what you just said there, Rick, rattling the cage, that makes sense because all these guys know about Moses. He's got a strong reputation. So Moses closes that gap and puts pressure on a fella. He's likely to make a mistake. So Moses does have that working for him, but again, it's still a long way to the front.
Coming up to halfway, but he's one of those guys I would think if you're a young driver in this series, he's a guy you'd be watching, and he's a guy you'd be kind of accounting for in your mirrors, paying attention to where he is.
Oh, very much so. I mean, he has, over the past 2 years, really, you know, placed his stamp on the series as one of the top guys, and certainly the second half of last season I would say he was the strongest. So if you're a young guy coming into the series right now, you know, who is the one dog that you want to learn from? I mean, if I'm going out for practice, I want to be behind Moses. If I'm going out to qualify, I want to be behind Moses because he's going to show me all the fast stuff that he's learned. This reminds me, if you remember Road Atlanta last year where Moses started like 28 and won.
To the front, yeah.
So it's a cool thing. It's almost like Tiger Woods. You never count him out. Even if he's got a bad first round, he can come up there and win, and we're seeing some cool stuff and hard driving by Moses today.
And Moses Smith from 13th starting spot to 3rd.
That was beautiful, man. That was a very strong run. You come from the back, finish up at the front, you're a happy man. One thing about Star Mazda, it is about giving our younger drivers in this country an opportunity to showcase what they can do so they can advance.
The Star Mazda Series is brought to you by Mazda.